Hello, Jack Craven here. You'll have to excuse the messy hair. It's still kind of quarantiney outside, and I haven't had a chance to get a haircut in a couple months, so I've gone full caveman. But while I look like a caveman, I've learned to use technology much better than one. I used to be skeptical of educational technology. I used to think that I was kind of the teacher that would, try to do everything on paper. And this class really showed me that there are lots of good ways to integrate technology, and that it doesn't have to be something that is a huge pain and that you should fear because it could not work or something like that. Now, one of the things that really put this into perspective for me is the recent coronavirus pandemic. And when it happened, the nation went on lockdown, and schools went online if they could. And so while I've been doing the Apple teacher training stuff for this class, I've been talking about it with my mom because her school is telling her to do all this Apple teacher training stuff so she can learn how to teach online. It really shows how relevant the material that we're learning is. Like if teachers are actually going to be using that in classrooms today, then we should definitely put more effort into learning it. Another thing that helped me realize how effective technology can be in the classroom is when we still had in-person classes on campus. One of my professors, I believe his name was Andrew Tinsman, is the professor for middle level education. He had us take a QR code quiz at the beginning of every class, and it wasn't necessarily about um, the content or anything. It was just a way to get us engaged in the classroom, and it was really effective too. So that's why I got really excited when we did that resource hunt for all the QR code resources. So I'm very excited to be able to put that into use someday. Additionally, I feel like the iMovie trailers were among my favorite projects because it's a short video. I mean, you are able to create something in a short amount of time that is able to pique the interest of students and get them interested and excited about a unit or an activity. And I think that's a very important part of teaching these days, is being able to get the students' attention. I also found the Adobe Spark program to be really useful as well. I feel like it has a lot of potential. You can use it to make, those websites and web pages that I think would be beyond useful for just being able to summarize a unit or provide an extra way for students to be able to find and take notes, or just use it to create a website that's just a stack of resources or a list of research topics for them. The third major assignment that I really, really enjoyed was Infogram, right? We made those infographics through that website. And it was kind of difficult to use. I think it was on the iPad, it was next to impossible, but when I put it on an actual computer, it worked really, really well. Um, so I think that that would be a good thing to use because it helps present the information in a new and interesting way. I would also encourage students themselves to try and make posters or infographics with this website. I feel like it might help promote some graphic design skills. It might make them think outside the box. It might teach them a new technology. I just think that one would be all around a good one. The current times and events that are going on right now around the world have given me even more of a resolve to try and get better at online education and technology and education as a whole. I just think it's going to be very important, and I think there's going to be some serious changes in the teaching career over the next couple years or so. I think it's just going to be even more important to be familiar with the new kinds of technology that are coming out and how to best use them in a classroom to serve the students, whether that classroom is online or in person.